What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cassie from Anchored by Books, and today I'm going to do my January wrap-up. So I feel like this month was actually pretty good for me. I read completely different things. I went from fantasy to contemporary to a children's book. I read all sorts of different things this month. So let's just jump right in and I'll tell you what I read. First, well, I guess I'm not going in like how I read them throughout the month. This is my Kobo, my e-reader thing. I read my very first ebook this month. This month I read Unborn by Daniel Gage, and I'm not going to get too much into that because I have my own separate review video for it, so I'll link that somewhere either on the page or in the description. It'll be somewhere if you want more information on Unborn. I gave Unborn about 4.5 out of 5 stars. This one I'm right in the process of reading, but it's literally like 100 pages, so I'm going to finish it. This is Who Was Edgar Allan Poe? It's just a little tiny 100-page like children's book that tells you about Edgar Allan Poe's life. And for those of you that don't know, I don't know if I've ever really said it on my channel before, Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite authors of all time. I think he is just stunning, like pure perfection, that man. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun any little Edgar Allan Poe thing I love to kind of have and read. So I'll finish this and add this to my collection. And I'm sure I'll give this 5 out of 5 stars. It's just, it tells you about this man's life. There's not really much to judge it on. There are little illustrations and stuff, which is cool, and it tells you about kind of where he came from, kind of about his stories that he's written, his poems, all that. This month I also read Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen. This I actually read in audiobook form, which was actually one of my very first audiobooks, so that's kind of cool. Ebook, audiobook, and physical book form. I read all sorts of things. This book, I must say, I was going into it not expecting very much, but I came out absolutely loving it. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good. This follows a girl named Ruby whose mother up and leaves her. She's 17 years old, and her mom just leaves. And she's used to pretty much people leaving in her life. Her dad left, her sister left. So after her mom leaves, she kind of holds down the house for a couple of weeks by herself, and then her landlords come in and find out that she's a minor and she can't be by herself. So she has to go live with her sister, whom she hasn't seen in about 10 years. This book, it must have just been exactly what I was looking for at that point in time, because I love all of the characters in this. I love how in this book there isn't necessarily a happy ending. Like, this book didn't end the way I thought it would, but I loved that about it. I loved that, yes, there was a love interest, but it didn't end how you would typically think it would end. And I completely loved that about this. I will definitely be picking up more Sarah Dessen books in the future. And the last book I read this month, well, the first one of the month, but the last one I'm going to mention, is Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes. This is the second book in the Fallen Kingdom series, so I'm not going to go over what happens in this book, but it was freaking amazing. 5 out of 5 stars. This series is so good. I seriously cannot get over it. Pick this up. Pick up this series. It is so good. It's high fantasy. It follows about 4 different characters, and it is just, I'm not going to go over what this one's about, like I said, because it is the second installment in a series, but pick it up. If you get a chance, Morgan Rhodes is where it's at. And that is it for this video, guys. I have all of my social media linked down below, my Twitter, my Goodreads, my Instagram, all that is linked down below. Don't forget to hit like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!